That 70-year-old woman know better than to go punch a girl in the face at the store because she mad at something in the drive-thru. You too old to be acting like that.
Video began circulating on Facebook from an account appearing to belong to Grayson's daughter. The footage appears to show a verbal confrontation between Grayson and an employee behind the counter before that employee comes around the counter and repeatedly strikes Grayson, knocking her to the ground.
She posted it online. Others reposted, calling for arrests and protests.
You should not enter a coffee shop for a coffee and a donut and come out unalived.
I want to tell you guys about Verdict Bourbon. If you're looking for a good bourbon, the best bourbon on the market, I'm telling you, go look at the reviews. Don't listen to me. Great bourbon, straight 6-year, smooth, flavorful. And then you also have the 6-year, same mash bill, just with brown sugar in it. So if you like it a little sweet like our old fashioned, we got you covered. We have, we probably hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews at this point. VerdictBourbon.com, VerdictBourbon.com, get you some bourbon a day, baby. All right, I got a short period of time here. I'm gonna try to wrap it up fast, but our last story is the Tim Horton death. The young lady at Tim Horton. I didn't even know what Tim Hortons was. I guess it's a convenience store, but it's a coffee shop. So this lady, let me just say this because I have to preface it before y'all get mad at me. It's going viral. This black lady was 70-some-year-old woman, went into Tim Hortons, got into an altercation with 2 white people. That's the only reason why people care about it, because it's white and black. And she ended up dying later. Now, the coroner hadn't decided that she died because of the altercation. That hasn't been determined. It doesn't appear that she died because of the altercation because she didn't die there. She was at the hospital, and later she ended up dying, probably for other complications, being 75 years old, fighting with people at a coffee shop. But I will say this. It's sad. If this was my grandmother, my auntie, I'd be sad. I'd be very upset that she lost her life. I would be. But at the same time, I'm not going to get on TV and lie. This woman shouldn't have went in there and hit that girl. That 70-year-old woman know better than to go punch a girl in the face at the store because she mad at something in the drive-thru. You too old to be acting like that. So don't blame the young girl for defending herself. Let's get to the news clip. Roll it.
Online outrage continuing to grow tonight after a video surfaced appearing to show the moments leading up to a woman's death at a Fort Wayne Tim Hortons.
The video appears to be tied to an altercation reported there last Wednesday that remains under police investigation. Wayne 15's Mia Pettigrew has the latest.
Nearly a week after the reported battery at this Tim Hortons, video appearing to show the altercation has been circulating online as the woman's family and community members push for answers. Fort Wayne police say officers were called to the Tim Hortons on Ice Way just after 8 a.m. Wednesday morning for what they describe as an altercation involving a reported battery. Investigators say the woman involved became unresponsive before officers were able to speak with her. She was taken to a hospital where she later died. While police have not officially identified her, family members online say the woman was 75-year-old Anita Grayson. Police say detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected surveillance footage, and processed evidence from the scene as the investigation continues. Wayne 15 does not have permission to show the full video, but these screen grabs appear to show a verbal confrontation between Grayson and an employee behind the counter before the situation becomes physical. It also shows the employee come from around the corner and repeatedly strike Grayson as the two fall near the front of the restaurant. Another employee is later seen approaching before a third person eventually pulls them away. Today, the restaurant's dining room remained closed while drive-through service continued.
Enough of that news. It's funny that as you listen to what this reporter says, even though they're supposed to be impartial, they did not mention that that woman punched that girl in the face first. Now, let's play this together and watch it together because I want you to see exactly what happens. She went through the drive-thru first, and now she's in the store. That tells you a lot about what happens. If you got an issue that you think you want to be physical, then you don't go in the store and do this. This woman is standing almost back there behind the counter yelling at somebody. It looks like the person's putting their hands up saying, I don't want to stop. Please, they're explaining it. She's asked to leave. I could just say it right there. Now, what does she do? She put her hands all in that girl's face. Look at her. And they're yelling at each other. Black lady pushed her. Then she hits her in the face. Boom. Like, time out. Hit her in the face. Look at her face. Now, I'm not excusing this situation because I wouldn't get in an altercation with a 70-year-old woman. But you cannot act like this woman just did not do nothing. She hit the girl in the face. And then the altercation ensued. That grandma wasn't ready for her. You probably struggling with comorbidities. Why you hit that young girl like that? And I would have asked the young girl, if I'm sure she can go back, don't just let it go, girl. They don't pay you enough to be in an altercation with nobody. Just let it go. Call the police. I don't know what they're circling at the screen, but what is that? She pulled out grandma head or grandma put out the? Oh, grandma fighting the girl so much she pulled her hair out. And she probably got so worked up that she ended up probably, passing out. Now, here's her kids and other protesters. This is what they have to say. And I'll say it again. It's unfortunate. I don't like to see nobody die because it's final. If people can change things, grandma should have never took her butt in that store yelling and screaming at people and acting a fool. You're too old to be doing that. And if I can go back to the employees there, I'd say, look, just call the police. You don't want this woman injury or death on your consciousness. Call the police, have the woman removed. In many cases, police ain't never gonna show up, so that's probably why a lot of people don't call anyway. But instead of people saying and having a reasonable perspective and holding others accountable for the things that they actually are doing, this is what they do. Roll it.
You 17-year-old, you put your hands on my auntie, take your to jail. And that's how I feel, and I'm done. Cut.
It's one-sided. Nita's not here. She can't say what happened. She
We
can't
saw what
speak a
happened.
word. But everything that's coming out, whether it be the police department, the news, or whatever office, is what they're saying. It's almost as if nobody's concerned about what happened to Nita and what would she say happened. We getting one-sided opinion, and then they're trying to justify it as if to say this is what happened because this is what this group says. And that's not fair.
I want justice for my mom. Y'all cannot deny it. Everybody that's seen what happened to her. Is this how we treat our elderly people in the community?
Family members and protesters here say they believe the video released by police was edited and are accusing the city of lacking transparency throughout the investigation.
The police went into the what is that place called? Tom Horton? They went into Tim Horton and edited the video. The police don't care about y'all. I'm telling you. When I was a cop, ain't no way we finna edit them for none of y'all. We had nothing to do with your crimes. We just come here to enforce the law, baby. Ain't nobody got time to sit down with a tape recorder and go and edit a video out from the recording, from the DVR at the place. So we're gonna take the DVR, we're gonna pull the DVR out of the wall, we're gonna put it in our patrol car, we're gonna take it to the station. Somebody, instead of being at work, they're going to go back there behind the scenes, try to figure out how to work the DVR, and they're going to try to get it up on a computer screen, and they're going to have to download Adobe Editor or something, and somehow they know how to edit a video. So they're going to edit out the video to make these white people look good. That's what you saying happened. Instead of saying grandma had no business doing that. Just don't say nothing, man. Like, man, if one of my family members do something, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not lying to you. One of my family members do something that's crazy, I'm probably not gonna talk about it, right? I'm just being honest. That's my kinfolk. All y'all, I ain't gonna stop y'all from talking about it, but I ain't finna talk about my own kinfolk. But if I do have to talk about my own kinfolk, I ain't finna lie. If it get viral enough, and I need to say something. If my kinfolk messing up, I ain't finna lie. I'm gonna give my opinion and let y'all give y'all's. But I ain't finna lie. He ain't do nothing. He He didn't deserve all that. I'm going to leave all that out. I'm just going to give you the facts. This is what happened. That's it. Y'all on here lying on your grandma, and everybody see the video, make your grandma look like she was a bad person. You should have just said, I wish that this didn't happen. It was unfortunate. I wish grandma hadn't gotten upset. I want to know what they said to her to make my grandma act like that, because my grandma don't normally act like that, if your grandma don't normally act like that. But I grew up in an inner city community, and my big mama was mean like that. At least the little part I knew about my big mama, she was mean. My big mama didn't play. I remember my uncle, he was my great uncle, rest his soul. He went in Big Mama's house. I think he said something crazy to Big Mama. He was drinking. She hit him in the head with a 2x4. Blam. Big Mama wasn't playing. He had to sleep out he had to sleep out there in the laundry room. Big Mama said, "You ain't coming in my house drinking. You gonna sleep out there?" And that's our son. You gonna sleep out there in the laundry room. My uncle had a bed in the laundry room. Big Mama ain't playing with you. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody said, "Yo, Big Mama did this," Big Mama did. She ain't playing. Now, see the difference between that Big Mama and my Big Mama would have won that fight. I'm just saying, Big Mama would have won that one. Nobody want to mess with Big Mama. She'd have won that one. Anyway, it's her daughter. Now stop in the name of the law. Do y'all notice something consistent? Because I think that, look at her size. Look at her size. You saw Big Mama size. Go back to the other video with the other ladies in there. We already saw Big Mama. Go to the video with the witnesses and stuff. Look at her size. She chubby. Go to the other video. I think there was another one in there. Whatever. When they were playing a succession of videos, these women thick, and this is not healthy. And the per capita obesity rate in the black community is too high. And it should be, this should be a priority instead of getting on there protesting about something crazy. Roll the clip. Let's see what the daughter had to say, then I'm out.
My mother was wronged in the worst way.
75-year-old Anita Grayson's daughter says her mother's death last Wednesday left her angry and frustrated with a lot of questions.
I lost the matriarch of my family. I just called out to God, like, we need to see it. I have to see that. Please show me, because I need to at least know how, why, what.
She says an anonymous person texted this video from inside to another family member. She posted it online. Others reposted.
Did you notice that her mama hitting that lady wasn't on this post? This the type of stuff, and I'm done, and I'll be done with the show. This the type of stuff that grinds my gears, bro. Somebody saw that full video that we just showed. They saw grandma push that girl and hit her in the face. They cropped it out and posted it online. So you got people thinking that this white girl just beat up this grandma. And then what happens when you lie, you got a picture of a 17-year-old white girl beating up a black grandma and nobody getting arrested. And people are like, see, man, the justice system is wrong, man. If that was a black woman, they'd be arresting them. Somebody edited the video. Got a whole generation of people stupid because somebody edited a video. This is why when you watch the video, if you see that there's no arrest made, you say, could there be more to this video? Am I missing something? Maybe I should let the police give an explanation of why they haven't arrested anybody first. And if their explanation is sufficient, then I can receive that. If it's not sufficient, then I can complain. But when it's too juicy, you always got to look into it.